Nate, just what was your assessment of your performance in the first half?
Yeah, frustrated, not the outcome that we were wanting, and we got a long 2 weeks until our next game, right? So, not feeling too good right now.
It is a long 2 weeks. Rick just talked about your guys' leadership, both you and BA. How do you navigate this next 2 weeks?
Control what I can control. I'm not going to be taking any time off. Going to get right back at it. A lot of things to clean up, a lot of things to get better at. Hats off to Toronto. They did a good job. They had a good plan. They outplayed us tonight. They wanted it more. I think that's honestly what it came down to. And I don't think that we played up to our potential. And so hopefully it's a long bye week for everyone.
You scored a touchdown on your final series before you get pulled. Was it surprising to get the news that you weren't going in for the second half?
Yeah, a little bit.
What was the conversation like between you and VA when Coach Campbell broke the news to you?
VA has been great to me. It's only right that I reciprocate, not only for him, but for the sake of the team. I'm never going to put my interests in front of what's important for the team, and what important at the moment at that time was to be as supportive as possible. And hopefully I did that. Obviously, I'm not great at keeping my emotions in. I wear them on my sleeve. And so, I'm obviously disappointed, but we weren't playing well. As a team, we were losing, and I think everyone's kind of body language kind of showed tonight. But I thought he did a good job under tough circumstances. He's a pro, and sometimes that's what you're asked to do, and he did a good job on it. And tough circumstances. You have to remember, he didn't practice all week, right? I took all the ones with the reps. It's tough to go in there and have to go play and be asked to dig a team out of a hole that I put him in. So hats off to him.
You were really the only notable person this offseason to comment on the Chad Kelly situation and the suspension. Do you feel like provided any motivation to the Argos or to Kelly himself?
Possibly. That's hard to say. It wasn't not in that locker room. I stand by what I said, and I'm wearing the shirt right now. In that, and so I think my as well as other people across the league. I know I'm not the only one, but I do feel like I have a platform to be able to say certain things. A platform that I often don't use, but I think that the time and place was right for me to say something, and I'd say something again if I was in the same circumstance. But again, like I said, hats off to them. Whatever motivation they were using, it worked. Chad played great. So hats off to them. They were the better team tonight, and it's a shame we don't get to see them again. Hopefully we do in the Grey Cup, but we've got a long way to go to then.
Nathan, let's stick with the Argos a little bit. Of course, their D-line was having success against your Lions O-line. Was it extremely hard to kind of get into a rhythm early on after having 4 straight 2-and-outs?
Yeah, for sure. Our defense was fighting their butts off. We weren't giving them much rest. So hats off to the defense, the D coordinators. They did a good job, had a good plan. We didn't execute well, but yeah, definitely not getting into a rhythm doesn't help us. We're best when we're being productive on first down. We're in a lot of second and longs today, so that doesn't help. But I think back, we had a lot of potentially big plays early that we missed by inches, and that's just kind of how the night went.